Hello traders and cryptocurrency investors. This is a slightly different style of video from myself, but I wanted to start doing some more fundamental research, some more fundamental analysis as we head into this potential second wave of our bull market here, which is going to bring about some absolutely amazing fun conditions to take trades, to invest in some really cool new projects. And I wanted to start things off with a project that, of course, I am a trader, so it always starts with a chart, okay? It's the chart that gets me most interested, then I do some fundamental research on it, especially with these new projects, and that is what gives me this basis to want to take a long-term trade / investment into a project. And this is the first one I want to talk about, which is CIRUS, okay? So CIRUS Foundation. So I'm going to start off here with the chart, and then I'm just going to give a brief overview into the project itself. So the chart, very simple, okay? It's a brand new token. It's only launched last month. We've seen a nice move up, followed by a correction to come down into a really good support area here. This order block that it did have upon launch. We're forming this wedge. We've come into this accumulation area. This is where I started buying this token personally. And we're reaching this endpoint really now into this golden pocket region where I do think that it's very likely that we see a big move out of this soon. I'm going to go over like projections for this, but I think we could see multiple X returns on this project. Now, obviously, non-financial advice. You've got to do your own research in this kind of thing because I'm not that much of a fundamental analysis. I'm a trader, but I do have pretty high projections for this. And I'm going to go over just some ways in which you could maybe start to think, okay, what could the value of this project be in the future if this does get the traction that I think it will get. Okay, so first of all, the chart, very simple. I'm not going to do too much more analysis on this. I think it's a decent opportunity right now on here. So let's have a look at the project itself, okay? So this is CIRUS Foundation, okay? So empowering the ownership economy to unlock your largest digital asset, which is your data on the internet, okay? So what CIRUS aims to do is it will come with a hardware device, a router, although you don't need the router in order to use this this project. You can do it from your own home router. And what it does is it will encrypt your data, okay, your digital data onto its platform. Okay, so it's on an encrypted platform. It will encrypt your data. What you can then choose to do is you can choose to unlock that data in order for companies, as they usually would, to be able to access that. So as you go onto Google, as you go onto Amazon, as you go onto all these other things, you can choose for them to take that data. Then what happens, because it's encrypted, is the payments go back into the system. You'll have a hardware wallet and or a digital wallet included within this router that will monetize the data back through to you. If you do share it with these companies. So that's like my basic understanding of what it does. Again, I don't do huge deep dives into these projects, but that's my understanding of what it does. They do have a video on their website if you do click this learn more button, which tells you a bit more about it. I'm not going to play that in this video, but yeah, that's very simply what it enables you to do. Okay, so generate real world value with the CIRUS token. So the CIRUS token is what you will gain by sharing your data over the internet. It's built on Polygon, so a really fast, cheap network for it to build on. So really kind of obvious, I guess, why they're building on this, because it's a very fast and cheap network for them to be using. They've got some really good backers. Okay, so Jun Capital is Vitalik Buterin is involved in this, so he's a backer of the project, or his investment company is a backer of the project. The team looks really good. I'm not going to go into more detail on this, but again, you can check out their LinkedIn profiles and all of those kind of things. Daniel Bland, the founder, been involved in some really great stuff in the past by the look of things. Their advisors, so ex-Apple CTO or CEO is an advisor for this, and Finis Connor, who's one of the founders of Seagate, the hard drive company. So they are advisors on this. So again, pretty solid. Everything looks pretty solid from a team perspective, from a tokenization perspective. It has utility. It's kind of a cool idea. So it's similar to, if you think of like Helium, which have had a lot of hype, obviously, with their router, it's slightly different idea because they're taking the data. I mean, it's not looking to become an internet network. It's just looking to expand on current networks and just to start to actually give people ownership back of their data, which is really good. So kind of a cross between basic attention token and Helium, but with kind of putting more of like a realistic approach, in my opinion, to it, rather than trying to create a whole new digital internet network, or the advertising side of things that the basic attention token do have. Okay, so again, they've got a big document on here which goes through all of the technical stuff. There's no need to go through this. This is their PowerPoint presentation, basically, again, which is on their website. So you can see our mission is to accelerate the ownership economy by building the on-ramp for individuals to own, manage, and monetize their largest digital commodity, their data. Okay, so with limited abilities for users to monetize their data, people are left with no financial return from the world's largest digital commodity. And that's true. Like, data is huge. It's why why Google are such a massive company, and why shouldn't we own our own data? So again, that's quite a cool, a really interesting kind of concept for them to be trying to do this. So this gives you a bit of information here about the router itself, about how it will work, so about how it stores your tokens on their digital wallet and can just be monetizing that as you go along. It has a bit of information about the protocols that it's using Ocean Protocol on here. So there's some stuff that it uses with Polkadot. There's some stuff on Polygon that it's using. Let's have a look what else there is. Again, different products, so you can either use the Cirrus platform just on your own router, so you don't need to have the actual hardware device, or you have the Cirrus router V1 and the Cirrus router V2, which will be proper hardware devices that give you a hardware wallet as well within this device, which again, really, really nice. So that's about everything on this. Again, it tells you more about the team. It tells you more about the team and the advisors down here as well. Gives you some roadmap information. Again, I'm going to link this, of course, all within the Discord. So I'm going to do a report on this for the crew as well within the Discord about kind of what my projections are for this in a bit more detail. There's some other stuff. There's a product overview here. This as well, I want to do a very quick valuation. Valuation. So we're talking about this being a possible competitor to HNT, Helium, yeah? Currently, Cirrus is, if we do look on to CoinMarketCap, okay, here, currently it's down 2,800 on CoinMarketCap, so it's barely even started, right? It's just at the very, very early stages, and that's why I do believe that it will have a really good return on investment as well. So if we are to take its circulating supply, and this at the moment is self-reported, it's still not confirmed, but if we are to take a look at that, then what that does give us, if it is to reach the market cap, say for example, of HNT, you're looking at a 73x return, and that's just at the price that HNT is in now, with a price here, projected price, if it can compete, of $51. I think right now it's at 69 cents. Okay, that's a pretty major return. If we then take a look at basic attention token, which is another thing that I think it can compete with and maybe be compared with further down the line, is you're looking at a valuation of around $28 with a 41x return on this, just to get to the market cap of basic attention token. I think those are both reasonable targets. Okay, basic attention token, Helium, they're nothing like amazing. They're decent projects. I use the Brave browser. I'm using it now. I'm interested in Helium as a project as well, but I do think that Cirrus maybe has a bit more actual. It's certainly trying to do more than what basic attention token is doing, and I think it's got a bit more it's a bit more realistic maybe than Helium, that are trying to create a whole new internet network, although I don't really know too much about that to comment on it. So that's valuations. Okay, and again, just if we do go back to a chart here, we're sat down here at 69 cents. just from very simply, I do think we're looking, you could see a move up towards $2 very, very quickly. And then what that would do potentially is a 10x from its first breakout after an accumulation really isn't that significant. So we could be seeing this as a $20 coin in like the next few months, few quarters on here. We'll see how it goes, but this is something that I personally have been buying. Again, do your own research, but I do really like this project. One final thing I do want to mention as well is I'm sure any of you who have watched my live streams and have just spoken to me in general, you'll know that I'm a massive fan and I'm heavily invested into a project called Unizen. So Unizen are partnered with this project. So Unizen is like a next generation exchange, and it has this really cool thing called DMAS, which is dynamic multi-asset something or other, dynamic multi-asset staking, I believe. So you'll be able to use your ZCX tokens in order to generate other tokens within this Unizen exchange when it is launched. So there's some more information on the Unizen exchange and about their dynamic multi-asset staking. I did get that right. Nice. So once they do launch their Unizen Pro exchange and you can stake on there, Cirrus will be one of the tokens that they are partnered with, that you'll be able to basically stake your Unizen tokens in order to get free Cirrus tokens, which is really cool. There's other projects on there as well that these guys are partnered with. ZCX obviously on the other side is kind of heavily partnered with Quant, which again, a project that I'm really, really interested in and invested in already. So if you think of Quant being this is the huge project that I do think is going to change cryptocurrency worldwide. Unizen, I think, is a next generation exchange that's just going to be really, really special when it does launch. And then below that, you have tokens like Cirrus, tokens like Demetra, and yeah, other tokens underneath that are all within this same ecosystem using Polygon, using Polkadot, using Ethereum blockchain and things. So it's all very, very solid from a project point of view. And yeah, basically just quite excited about this project. So I hope you like this different style of video. I don't really think there's anything else I want to go over on this. Again, I haven't gone into too much detail on it because that's not my style. I don't do loads and loads of research. I look at a chart. If the chart looks cool, and then I look at the website and I'm like, yeah, nice idea. Then I'll probably buy it, okay? And so far it's worked out really well. So QNT, okay, was one that I was buying down here when it was in a similar stage. Okay, it had its launch, it came into an accumulation period, and now we've done from $30 to $300 in the space of a few months. ZCX, the other one that I mentioned, buying that around $1. We're now sat at $5. I think there's much bigger stuff to come on this. And then of course we do go back. I mentioned Demetra. This is another one that I will probably cover in the near future. And then we have a look at Cirrus, which by the time it gets to where it's going to be, you'll be looking at this as a very it'll be down here, price will be up here somewhere. And I think that's very realistic for this as a project. So yeah, thank you for watching. It would be great if you could like the video and comment your thoughts as well, because I've never really done videos like this, kind of review videos, fundamental analysis videos, but it's something I'd really like to do more of, even though I'm just mainly a trader. I am really interested in the crypto space in general, so please do comment it and just let me know what you think of it. Let me know if there's anything that I can improve, whether you'd like to see me do a bit more information and research rather than just waffling on and stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'll do more of these in the future. So cheers. Bye.